going on here? Why is this all mixed? Why is it all mixed up? What happened to my camera? Oh, that's weird. Screwed up my camera here. Okay. I am trying something new. I am trying how to do a live stream to both YouTube and Twitch. And it was working fine. Then it just, something weird happened to my camera here. Alright, so the first thing I do, let's reset let's actually transform to go to fit the screen. Fit the screen. Oh, it won't let me fit the screen. What's going on here? That's really weird. Okay, so it's got this part here. And then all of a sudden it seems to be switching my view. So let me open up QuickTime Player. I think it had something to do with something happened in QuickTime Player. And unfortunately, QuickTime Player is the only way I can edit what this looks like. There we go. That looks a lot better. Just take it right to the edge there. Okay. That should fix things. Okay. Except now it's made me too big. Fit to screen. It's weird, it doesn't let me fit the screen. What's going on here? It's like I suddenly have no ability to change. Now I see why people don't use Prism Live. Don't mind me. I've got to just fix my face. Okay. Now I'm back. Okay, so I'm streaming to this, actually this other YouTube channel that I have not used in years. So I don't anticipate anything happening on that. But I thought I'd try it just to see what it looks like and see what goes. Things still go to Twitch. So that should be fine as well. Okay, what shall we start with in terms of music? All right. YouTube is not currently receiving data for the stream. If you believe this is incorrect, ensure you're sending that. Oh. Is it not receiving data? Oh, now it says YouTube stream health is excellent. Not sure what's going on there. You can add a chat source for Twitch, YouTube. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not supposed to do that according to whatever Twitch says. All right. Let's do this. This is an ABR7 grade 4 piece, actually. I'll show you guys what I'm working on right now here. Okay. I had just made a backing track for this. So I even added a little bit of an introduction. Now what I need to do here is make this enable the secret link, even though it's not really necessary because I'll just go to my edit, but it's a good idea nevertheless. And I just copy this. And now the next thing I do is I go into my streamer song list here, which hopefully is logged in. And add that, let's see, let's add a new song. So ABRSM 2022, grade 5. It's a B2. Yeah, B2. Intermezzo. And this is by, what was his first name? Mascagni. Pietro Mascagni. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and add that there. And it also gives me an opportunity to fix this guy's name. It's not A-L-N, it's Alan Bullard. There we go. Copy that and save. All right. So now I'll go into streamer song list. And we'll say it's classical. And create it. Stuff for intermezzos. Specifically this one. We'll edit it. just cut. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted to cut and paste. I need to cut and paste this front part here. So this is actually what I use for my streams. This is like song list. And by doing that, I can get ready access to it, which is kind of what the point is there, right? All right, good. So now I'm gonna go to the streamer song list and I close this. I should be able to add that to the queue. So for intermezzo. Add the queue. Let's add that. And we'll just play one at a time, just keep going. I just want to stream some flute playing today. All right, so. And like magic, it works there. Okay, great. Now I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger just because it just makes life a lot easier for people to see. Although having the borders is good. Oops, did not mean to edit it. All right, let's keep the stave width at that, but the zoom level a little bit bigger. Maybe a little smaller. Okay. Wish I could just do it just up here, right? Ah, there we go. All right, in any case, let's play some music, shall we? Let's get my Bluetooth pedal ready. Reverb is on. And here we go. Okay. Hold on, I think I have a feeling that maybe I should probably also stream to my school channel. Anyway, that was Intermezzo from how do you say it again? Cavalleria Rusticana, basically Rustic Cavalry by Pietro Mascagni. And that is from grade 5 of the ABRSM 2022 repertoire list. All right, let's see, what haven't I played here in a while? Let's check out some other ABRSM stuff for the heck of it while we're on the subject. If I look under here, ABRSMs. Let's try this little vivace here by Handel, shall we? Now, I use various accompaniment softwares. Sometimes I use TomPlay. Sometimes I make my own backing tracks using MuseScore and syncing to Sound Slice. And other times I like to use an app on the iPad, the My Pianist Pro, which I might actually throw in a bit later. Okay, so now let's see. Let's take a look at what we got here. That's already done. It's actually easier if I just leave this up on the main chat here. Hi. Okay. Okay, so we're going to play some Handel. This is the second movement from the Sonata in B minor, Opus 1, number 9. Interesting that it's the second movement as the vivace. Okay, let me just quickly check the backing track, make sure it doesn't blow out everybody's ears, including mine. Yeah, I knew it. That's a bit on the loud side, sorry. Okay, that's better. Okay, here we go from the top. Oh, forgot to put down reverb. hello, Brassus 200. And hello, Nigel Shadowroof. Hugs all around. Unfortunately, I can't see half of these emotes because I'm trying out this whole like multi-stream thing. What happens if I just filter it and look at just the Twitch ones? No, unfortunately, I can't seem to find my thing. Oh, okay, I see. When I'm looking at the multi-stream, it only shows. But really, nothing's happening on the YouTube channel because it's a relatively old yet new one. Yeah, I'm just trying to expand here because, to be terribly honest, the way that the Twitch algorithm has been treating everything lately, and it's probably my fault because I haven't been able to stream due to New Year, but things really are slow in Twitch world. Yeah, it's actually allows there's certain things that you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to show the chat, I guess. You're not allowed to make the Twitch stream seem less nice than the YouTube or any other stream, even though they capped Twitch streaming at like 720p and like YouTube would just be like big. But whatever, it all just gets rendered and nothing happens. Anyway. But yeah, that's what it is. I'm not streaming on Kick, Brassus, because I don't know how, and I don't know. I'm a little afraid to because it looks a little weird. I could try. I'm like, actually, I don't know if Kick is on Prism Live Studio. That's what I'm trying to use there. This is just like a first time thing. If it really doesn't pan out, I'll just like stop it and I'll just like do it there. So yeah, Kick looks really weird. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's probably good that I'm not on it there. So I have the activity feed on me. I can still see requests for like hydrate and stuff. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting thing. I believe this is the first time I've actually tried to do any multi-streaming. Kick is like the old west of the USA back when it was wild. Otherwise, it's just like Twitch. Oh, okay, so just OnlyFans content everywhere, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can imagine the Wild West. You know, it's only illegal if you get caught. Okay, a lot of gambling, huh? Yeah, I'm not a gambler. I once spent a considerable amount of time at Atlantic City once with some. I think it was some friends, and I tried my hand at roulette, and I actually did pretty well. But that was like probably my one and only time of gambling. I don't do it because I'm just very bad at it. I'm just very bad at it. Also, suppus. I'm not sure what that word is. Suppusly is 95/5 does sub. Oh, is that like the payout? Yeah, like they pay you 95% and somehow Kick manages 5. I don't know. I do enjoy the additional revenue here and there. It's not a lot, obviously, for something as small as me. But you know, in Malaysia, the dollar goes a long way. So I was able to buy PlayTup, you know, on the Nintendo Switch using my PayPal account. You know, and that was thanks to some of the Twitch revenue. So now my daughter's happy. She watches me cooking on a Nintendo Switch. Well, if I can get sub money. I play classical flute. Yeah. Not a lot of subbing going there. Anyway, now I'm a little curious to see if in this multi-chat I can go like this and will it... Okay, the songless bot works. It'll probably type weird things on YouTube and whatnot. Yeah. Ah, see, it just types in the KTC-Flute set played. So anybody on YouTube is like, what's set played? Anyway, wonderful. Okay, let's see. What? Yep, hit the song list. Let me put a song up actually that I've been meaning to put up. So I've been on a Loewe kick, as everybody else on the planet has been, and I actually put another one of her pieces up on my Sound Slice system, so I can play it. It's her tune Promise. But I need to add it to the song list so that people can see what I'm doing and can appreciate it. So very first thing I'm going to do is go to the edit panel, set this to enable secret link, just in case. Just makes things easier in case I'm not logged in. And more importantly, so I'm just doing some housekeeping here, folks, as I want to do. But I'm going to add a new song. Promise. It's by Loy Fay. All right. Definitely non-classical, but all the well cool. Then I just look for Promise, and I can't spell Promise. There it is. And I will add it to the queue very shortly. But it is a gorgeous piece. It is gorgeous. And it really is a talented songwriter. And it helps that she's got a classical background and she plays cello and whatnot. But yeah, she's pretty awesome. Okay. Cafe 1930. Okay, good. I will play that first, and then we'll do Loy Fay's Promise. Okay. All right, let's take a look at Cafe 1930 on Tom Play, which always has interesting. Well, it just ends up being interesting. What's this? What did I just push continue to? Chrome, why are you doing this to me? Do you want this? Do you want that? Chrome, do you want this? Do you want that? So annoying. All right, let's try that again. All right, and I think I'll put this on the screen share. Because it's always fun to watch the music go by. All right. It's just the guitar. And here we go. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Because it's such a gorgeous guitar part. Thanks for the claps. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave the reverb on. It just makes more sense that way. Anyway, that was Cafe 1930 by Astor Piazzolla. I guess just so that I don't gum up the YouTube side of things. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much for marking that as set played. Okay. Hey, what happened? What happened here? Oh, okay. I got scared. I thought I lost the request here. Okay. This one is Promise by Loy Fei. And I think you guys are going to like it a lot. From what I understand, I think it's seeing all her interviews and chats. This song is about a long-distance relationship that is about to break up. And she writes a lot of songs like this, so which is par for the course for a 20-something Gen Z, girl. But it is absolutely gorgeous. So, without further ado, I'm gonna play Loy Fei's Promise. And I'll let you guys know a little bit. Okay, that is just such a lovely tune. Oh, welcome in, Obi Dan. And I see Prontera is on the list. As notice there. Okay. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a badge there. I'm trying to see about multi-streaming on here. Actually, I'm actually very curious to see how, like copyrights and whatnot and the strikes. I understand YouTube's a little bit more lax in that. It's certainly better than Facebook, which is just an absolute slave to UMG and Sony Musical and just deletes whole beautiful classical music performances just based on some stupid algorithm that nobody can figure it out. So if this is successful, I'll either stay on this channel or I'll pipe to YouTube. Actually, I'm thinking, I'd rather pipe it to my music school so that more people can see what I do. Yeah, don't play any Sony-owned music. Yeah, in Malaysia they're very lax with copyrights, and I'm just like so tempted just to call I don't know, what do you call it, the Better Trade Bureau or whatever is here, and just say, look, there's some people here that actually has called their restaurant Aladdin. They've used Disney things. I'm sure they don't pay a single cent to Disney, calling it right down to like just copying the prince and the monkey and everything and the genie. And I was like, you're lucky it's a small town, right? But one day it's not going to be a small town, and you are just going to be out of money because you're going to have this giant American corporation just bear down on you and just eat you alive. Here in the Philippines, they slap you with copyright, even though Sony doesn't even. Yeah, that's what it is. Sony probably owns the rights to certain parts of the music or something that sounds similar, and all these algorithms will go based on the worst case scenario. That's just so the people are covered. But I'm like, we'll see. Okay, so what's next here? Look on the queue. The Fantasy number 10 in F sharp minor. Now, I've realized my student has actually taken, they've taken my music. So what that means is that I am going to have to look for it on here. So bear with me. I'm going to look on Flute Tunes, which has a pretty okay version of it. What was that one? Number 10 by F sharp minor. By F sharp minor. In F sharp minor. All right, so Telemon. Fantasy number 10 in F sharp minor. Giant ad page that you guys can't see. And take a look at the PDF sheet music. Ignore for a day. Okay, let's see what I can do. All right, this is the Fantasy in F sharp minor by Georg Philipp Telemann. Haven't played this in a long time, so forgive me, Nigel. Okay, that was the first movement, and there are 3 movements in total. This next one is a presto. Nice and peppy. And there you have it, Teleman's Fantasia in F sharp minor. So I go and close the window so I can see what's going on. Thanks for the claps. Okay, so go ahead and mark that as played. All right, and the part Obi-Dan has been waiting for all this time. Theme of Frontera from Ragnarok Online. Ragnarok Online is... I assume it's one of those MMO RPGs. One of these days I should stream Guild Wars. I used to play Guild Wars 1 a lot when I was much younger. And I said, oh, there's a Guild Wars 2. I've actually downloaded, bought it, played around with it, but I just haven't had the time. Okay. Anyway, let's get right to it. Oh, and we have one watcher in YouTube. Hello, watcher in YouTube. One. So thanks for lurking and coming by. So in case you're coming in, I'm trying out this multi stream, and being an old guy, it's getting harder and harder to learn new things. All right, without further ado, let's do this one here if I can find Frontera. And I hear my cat. It's actually dinner time for them, but I'll let my wife feed them. So my wife's letting me stream today. Yay! All right, let me make sure this is not too loud. Nigel's trying to move. Thanks for the claps. And there you have it. We have theme of Terra. Culp. That sounds like the name of a Pokemon. My daughter's lately been all the Pokemon. She can name all the Pokemon, or almost all of them, even though she's not even 4 years old. Okay. So, let's see what's next. Let me close some Chrome tabs, because if you don't close Chrome tabs, your memory gets shot. Okay, go ahead and mark that as done. Okay, the Flute Sonata in B minor, which is a very, very, very long one. So, oh, you want to do the E minor sonata? We can do the E minor instead. Yeah, we can do the E minor. Which movement of the E minor, actually? Because I don't know if I necessarily have the andante. Ah, okay. All right. Let me just correct this here. I'm going to remove this from the queue, and I'm going to add the song specifically. Non-list song, just for ease. Bach Sonata in E minor. Andante. Okay, was it? I don't know what. I don't care what the BMW is. I'll just say it's requested by Mercius 200. Okay. And there you have it. Okay. That gives me the opportunity to go to My Pianist Pro. Oops. Let's see if I can find it. Instrument, flute, sonata in E minor. There it is. 1034 Andante, movement 3. The pretty one, as we like to say. I have a lot of experience with this one, actually, because I have used it in the past as an encore of sorts. It works great as an encore for shows. It also was a requirement, I think, for one of the New York Flute Club competitions. That was a long time ago, so like in the 90s. Yeah, so let me just make sure that this thing is going to be able to read me. I think I did test it out before, and it seemed to work fine. slaps, folks. That was the slow movement, as it were, from the E minor sonata by Johann Sebastian Bach. Okay, we're gonna mark that as done. Now, something just came in on the YouTube thing. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, it doesn't show there. I guess I have to scroll up. Okay, Ben459 Tank says, play Moonlight Sonata. Now, a lot of this is going to depend if I can find the sheet music, but that's actually rather intriguing. Is there a version of Moonlight Sonata for flute? And the best chance at that is probably looking at Tom play. I have a feeling you may be out of luck there. Unfortunately, I don't play piano. I can only play flute. Okay, so what can I do? Let me see. Maybe they might have one in Muse Score. Let's not give up on this just quite yet. Let's go to Muse Score and say Moonlight Sonata, and then we're going to say flute. What's this? Oh, somebody wrote Moonlight Sonata as a flute quartet? Oh, that's interesting. But everything's all kind of spread out. Oh, wow. Okay, I gotta favorite that. Okay, so there are existing ones for. I'm going to see what we can do. Maybe I think I might just play along with the piano version. Oh, there's a piano and flute version here. Okay. All right. Let me do this. I'm going to log in so I can download this properly. There, somebody wrote a flute and piano version, so I'm going to try to do my best to make the one YouTube person happy. All right. Okay, so edit on desktop. I do have the MuseScore app. What makes you think I do not, Mr. Mac? All right. Allow. Okay, this is going to be a little bit on the interesting side here. Because I'm going to have to do a little bit of quick editing. Okay, it's not that long, and the piano does all the heavy lifting. I'm just going to do this ghost stuff. Okay, this goes out to Ben. I think it was Ben459 Tank. I don't have the chat in front of me, so forgive me. But we're gonna see about playing this here. Now, the only way I can get this to look correct is if I do a continuous vertical scroll. That way hopefully it follows what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna mute the flute from here. So I'm using MuseScore for this. So it's gonna be a little bit interesting. Okay, we're gonna try Moonlight Sonata a little bit here. that was something. That was some attempt there. Basically, it looks like somebody wrote I don't know, it's almost like an obligato part to Moonlight Sonata. Probably a music student of some sort. Had some promise, but man, it's like there. Anyway, that was the attempt at Moonlight Sonata. Very dark. Well, whoever requested that, Ben459 Tank. I hope that was close to what you were asking for. If you're still watching, but what can you do, right? All right, so let's go ahead and you just mark that as we can just mark that as set played there. Now, lately, my wife and my daughter have been really playing this watermelon game called Suika, and it's basically like Tetris but with fruits, and you combine them and you try to make them big without going over the tank and all that. You can look it up or just look it up on Twitch. A lot of people play it. But we like the music. Yeah. Suiko's on Nintendo Switch. I think it started out there. Everybody's made like some sort of copy of the game. But Suika means watermelon in Japanese, apparently. Suika. Let me see what I can do about that for you. So if I have it here, let me look at. Did I add it? I have not added it to the streamer song list. This will be a lot of fun. Okay, so let me go on to there. Well, basically, it's a very repetitive song. It will just get in your ear, and you'll hate me for putting it. But it's by I assume it's a gentleman. It could be a lady, or something non-binary. But somebody called Aladdin X wrote or at least transcribed it for Suika. I think once I start playing it, you guys will you'll really would recognize it. But let me go and add it as a song. I'm gonna say Suika game theme by Aladdin X. Okay, definitely non-classical. Create it. All right. Let me go and edit. Add. Let me just add the link there so I can do this. There's always like a little bit of lag between what I do and what comes out because I'm trying to make things streamlined for the better for the next time. All right. So let's go ahead and add it. So I'm going to mark this one as played. And we're going to add Suika. And it's a song that will just stick in your head, and it's so cheerful. And I'll put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen share so you guys see what it looks like. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make it horizontal, big ass horizontal notation. With just making sure that the playhead stays in the middle of the screen. All right. There you go. This is the Suika game theme song. let's just say, just play, please play. Yeah, one day I'll stream that game. I'll go ahead and stream that game. That'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, it's very jazzy. It sounds like any other jazz. It's got a jazz progression. And whoever transcribed it, you know, it repeats itself, but the first part, it just kind of cuts itself off, and then you would have thought that would have been fine, but then it just repeats. But it is background music for a game anyway. All right, let's see. Let's play some Final Fantasy. I haven't done that in a while. Let's see. Yeah, so it is like elevator music, except you're stacking fruits in the middle there. Let's see. What was it called? Haven't done that one in a while. Okay. Okay. Let's go. I'll go mark that set. Where is this one? Yep, they're birds and everything. Yeah, they're birds, and I think my cat's on the table outside and is just being teased by it. I'm surprised they're tweeting this late. You know, it must be because it's extra hot here. So, by the way, folks, those of you who don't know me, I'm broadcasting all the way from Malaysia, in East Malaysia, of all places, Kota Kinabalu. This AI-generated background, obviously, is not Malaysia. I do that just so you don't have to see, and it gets a measure of privacy for my family. But yeah, it's you're gonna hear birds, you're gonna hear cats. We actually have 4 puppies out in the front of the yard right now. We're probably gonna keep one. It's a little late, but I can probably try next stream. I can probably try to set up a puppy cam. You guys can see them before they get adopted out. They're gonna get adopted out by the end of the week or by the end of next week. So we're taking care of them. My family, particularly my wife, is very heavily involved in SPCA, which is Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, the Kota Kinabalu edition there. And you've got a whole litter of puppies that were just born in the jungle, and they were getting eaten by monitor lizards and whatnot. So we rescued them. There were 8 puppies in total. We've got 4 here. The other 4 are in other locations. So, but we like one of them so nice, we're probably going to adopt them. Turn into a nice little guard dog. Anyway, let's play some Utada Ikaru. There we go. Hey, Fluteberry's music. Welcome in. It's good. I see the prerequisite random requests from Fluteberry's music. Yeah, so for those of you that are actually intending to try to request songs, there is a streamer song list. I'm wondering if I post that to, what do you call it? I'll probably have to cut and paste it myself. Let's see if I can do this like this. So if I go here, SL like this, and then if I copy it to, oh no, can't do it this way. If I just repost it, YouTube might be able to see it. I can see why folks don't necessarily do multi-chat with YouTube here. Yeah, this multi-streaming is like a little bit iffy. I think I'm actually going to start streaming on alternate days or something, or alternate times to this account. You had a gig tonight and you fell asleep on the couch. Well, it must have been. I hope it was a good gig. Hope it was a good gig. What'd you play? So while you're answering that question, let's go ahead and play Fluteberry's request, which is Album Leaf by Richard Wagner. Yeah, this one's a little bit operatic, I think. All right. I might as well do a screen share of this one. Okay, reverb is on. Let's go ahead and play. Pardon me. I think my wife's cooking something. I think the whole you can't smell it, but I think she's cooking some eggplant. Anyway, thanks for the claps. Thanks for the claps, folks. Yeah, Album Leaf by Richard Wagner. So, Lunar New Year party, huh? Private Lunar New Year party. So that usually involves some rich Asian dude, some rich Chinese guy. Sometimes rich Asian dudes, they either dress up really that, or they just dress up in like a tracksuit, but with a watch that costs about as much as a car. Hey, we got a lot of Asian uncle types like get it there. Okay, so let's see what I can do about let's do. Let's play. I should play some Chinese stuff here. It is still the Lunar New Year. Actually, I think tomorrow or the day after tomorrow is where we got to watch out because the pets are all going to freak out because that's the Hokkien Chinese New Year or their day. I don't know. It's like the ninth day, and they on the midnight of the ninth day they will set up like a huge barrage of fireworks. That they, at one point they made fireworks quasi illegal. Not like people do it anyway, but now they fully legalized it, fully licensed it, and now everybody and their uncle, can just buy like massive fireworks. I'm talking about the type that like lasts like 5 minutes and just shoots things up repeatedly up in the sky, with secondary explosions and everything. So it's a good day for people that sell fireworks. It's an okay day for me. It's a bad day for the pets. They don't like that. All right. Let me see what I have here. That's what Chinese stuff do I have that I have not played in a while? Though it's on my song list here. Let's put on some Taiwanese stuff here. I'll add that one. And oh, come on, that can't be the only one that's not Chinese. Huh. Oh, wait. It's because I'm not showing all of them on the page. Now I can find more. Well, Hao Shang-Ni. I don't know. That's a New Year's one. That ought to make Obi Dan happy. Here's one for the uncles. And learn to meow. That's Chinese. And there's one more. What's that? Tian or something like that. Yeah, Tian He, Stephanie's son. I like this one. All right, we're gonna go Asian here for a temporary bit. That's my cat. They're hungry. Hopefully they'll get fed. Because I'm busy streaming. You guys have to wait. Okay. White pony. Okay. If this continues, I may have to like do a quick break to feed them. But let me see what we can do. cooking while it gets in there. Sorry about that. That was my iPad like blinking up. Turn out of focus so that doesn't happen again. All right. One down, a few more to go. So that was White Peony by Chen Chu Lin. And we'll go ahead and mark that as done. And Hao Sheng Ni. Everybody likes this one. It's not How's Your Knee. It's Hao Sheng Ni. All right. Let me just check the volume of the backing track here, because sometimes this one tends to be loud. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Start over. Okay, that was Hao Sheng Ni, which according to Fluteberry's music means, what does it mean? Means I miss you so much. Yeah. Yeah, the music video is actually rather touching. And it's actually, those of you that are interested in seeing the music video, just look out. I think the keywords will be like Hao Sheng Ni, like you see in the title. But yeah, you just look up Joyce Chu and Nami Wee. There are several videos of it, but the most famous one is for just seemingly playing in almost every single city in West Malaysia. I don't think she did anything in East Malaysia, but she just played in several locations. She played the same piece some 50 times and in 50 different locations wearing 50 different outfits, and then just cut and splice it in one seamless loop. Pretty simple, but pretty effective. And very funny. I think I've told this trivia about it, but there was some controversy because during one of the scenes, it looked like somebody had been jumping off a building and seemingly committing suicide, while she's just happily, strumming along. And I think it's been debunked and confirmed that that was probably some inserted special effect there. Why, I don't know. Namiwi is a very strange dude, but he's actually protesting a lot of injustices in Malaysian society. So good on him. Oof. I'm hydrating on Nigel Shadowroof like you have requested. I am hydrating because I need to. Even my watch is telling me to stand up for a bit, but I don't know if I necessarily want to do a stand-up play because my knees hurt. Getting old. Okay, so we'll mark that one as set played. That's a nice one. Okay. Next is one of those pieces that is guaranteed to make every old uncle and auntie stand up. Because it's by Teresa Teng. Anytime you mention Teresa Teng, they get all weepy and whimsical and all that. All right. This is one of our not as famous ones. And go ahead and play that out. This is Yelisha. Sorry. I gotta get a new microphone boom. It just collapsed. All right, continue. Yes, content. How long have I had this microphone boom? I've had this. I definitely bought it during the pandemic because I was doing all these online lessons and stuff because nobody could visit anybody. So I was hoping it would last a little longer, but yeah, it's holding up an SM57. It's not even a big ass condenser. It just went. Anyway, thanks for all the claps. Okay, so for whatever reason, if I use this multiple chat, I can't find it. Yeah, this multi-streaming thing is, yeah, I try. But I'll probably do dedicated streams to each of the platforms instead next time. So I can give everybody the fullest attention. All right, so what am I doing? I'm marking this as set played. All right, so 2 more to go for this. Then maybe I'll see if I can do 1 or 2 more pieces after that. All right, learn to meow. Everybody likes this one. Yeah, it's about 2 people dressed as furries just getting it on. I think that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, whatever. So now you two can learn to meow. All right. That's always a fun one to play. Okay. Almost through with the Asian part here. And I better feed the cat soon, so speaking of meows. So I'll play this and maybe one more. And actually, I don't know how raids are going to work in this multi-stream. That's going to be the interesting thing. We'll see I'll have to see what happens here. Okay, so Tianhenhei, staple of any karaoke session. High Titanic music written on YouTube. Okay. I think I can find that on Tomplay. We'll use that. We're almost about ready to end the stream, but we'll put that in. Anyway, that was Tien Hei Hei by Stephanie Sun. Okay, so Titanic music. Somebody asked for Titanic music on the YouTube side. So I think that's My Heart Will Go On. Yep. Ah, thanks for putting that up there. Okay, so that song is played. And let's go ahead and it's on Tom Play. And we might as well put this on. Yeah. You the best, Nigel Shalroof. You the best. Where is my Mac screen share? All right. My head's going to be covering up some of this, but I'm too lazy to adjust it. All right. So this is actually going to be probably the final piece that we're doing here. So let me turn the requests off. Those on this Twitch side, if you know who you want to raid, put it in the chat. Oops. Off. Need that off there. Okay. So by James Horner, My Heart Will Go On. Let's see, put it there. So just accompaniment, no flute. Ooh, it's good. Yeah, let me get one less water before we begin this final piece here. Yeah, shame about Celine Dion. That frozen person syndrome or something like that. Although she didn't look too terrible at the Grammys. Let's hope they find a cure. Anyway, here we go. Audio track is chosen. There we go. 2, 3. How's that for? How's that for an ending piece for the song? Yeah, I used to set up different ending tunes and whatnot. See if I can make this come to me without it collapsing. Don't collapse! Don't collapse! Don't collapse! Yeah, but I don't know. The ending song always changed, and the rating song always changed. But all right, there's a set played. Okay. Well, folks, we're on to the part where at Twitch we raid into others, and I think the YouTube stream, the very first YouTube stream on that channel, that was my original personal channel. There's some other flute stuff in there, but horrible quality and horrible things. The last things were like from 5-6 years ago, I think. How about Manos cello as a raid target? That sounds like an excellent idea. Let's see. /raid Manos cello. Okay, and I better set him up on my the iPad here, just so I can get ready to see him. So I'm going to open up Twitch here. Yeah, so I'm still primarily a Twitch streamer. I mean, that's really where the affiliates in. But I'm just trying out some multi-stream. So leave something in the comments at YouTube if you like it. Oh, and the Bob Ross Marathon is on too. But we are looking for Manos cello. Search for Manos cello. Manos, who's a very cool cellist. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I have that ready to go to see. All right, so without further ado, Nigel Shadowroof has gracefully added the raid signs and the sub-raid signs, for those of you on the Twitch side. Those of you on the YouTube side, thanks for popping into this stream here. I know it's it's not your usual YouTube content for sure, but it's always appreciated whenever I have an audience. Thank you so much for coming in. So I see the timer's about ready to go, so we're going to go ahead and raid now, and I will end the Twitch stream, and we're going to stop streaming on the YouTube as well. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you next stream. See you later. Take care.